Okay, for this week's in class, let's look at um, the way roofs, different roofs, kind of integrate in with different types of walls. And what I've got here is this set of walls are generic 6 inch, and then this one is a metal stud with brick veneer. And we're going to put a roof on both of them, and kind of I'm going to pop that to shaded just so I can see them a little better. Excuse me. We're going to put a roof on both of them and just kind of show you the way things work. Um, I don't deal with generic roofs that much, okay? And our our first few classes are all, residential type. So we're going to use a residential type roof, wood rafters, 8-inch asphalt. Okay. Um, and we're just going to go with the default settings here to start with, okay? Overhang 1 foot, that's kind of normal. And I'm going to leave that unchecked just to show you how things work. Now, the way that if you've got walls, you always want to use pick walls because that puts your roof, it ties your roof in with related to the walls. If you're going to draw lines or pick lines or draw lines, then the roof is not attached to the walls. If it were, I'll show you that one real quick like here. So let me. Um, oh, I didn't define a slope. Okay. Let me put a slope on those two. Okay, now I did that one. I did pick lines. All right, so let's save that, or excuse me, pick walls. To start with this one over here, I'm going to do pick lines. Now turn slope off on the ends there. Okay. Oh, did I not do? I didn't do an. Did I do an overhang on that one? I don't remember. Um. Oh, I did pick lines, but I didn't do an overhang. Let me delete that one and go back. Okay, you can set your overhang by offset. I didn't do that. So we'll go. And see, they don't join, so you have to join them all together. Okay. Now, this is the one where we did pick walls, and you see the roof is anchored to the wall. Okay. This is one where we picked lines, and it puts the bottom corner of the roof at our roof level that we've got. I was doing this on the roof level plan. So you can see the difference that that makes. Okay. All right. So most of the time you're going to want to pick walls, almost all the time. If you do it with this, sometimes you have to do it with this. If you got a weird roof, you'll have to do an offset from the level, and you just kind of have to mathematically figure that out. Okay. Now then, I'm going to drop a section view through here. So we can kind of see what we're dealing with here. Okay. Now let's look at this roof. Now this is on generic walls. We did this one as a truss type roof, and this is for a truss type roof. This is correct. The bottom of the roof is going to sit, or excuse me, the bottom of the top cord is typically going to sit on the outside corner of the wall. And then you would have a bottom cord that comes across. And if you remember this from the 1125 class, okay? If I were to change that to a rafter roof, notice it drops it down so that the bottom of the top cord or the rafter is now at the inside corner of the wall. Now this is a generic wall, so there is no finish or no core or anything like that. This one's not gonna matter too much because of the way that we did it with pick lines. So I'm gonna delete this one and redo it with pick walls, okay? Uh, we'll go 1 foot overhang, define slope, pick wall, okay. Oh wait, before I go, I'm gonna make my change over here. Oh, I can't make it yet. We'll leave it at truss for right now, and uh, okay. So you can see it puts the bottom of the top cord at the outside corner of the brick. So let's make a change now and change that to a rafter type roof. And see it does the same thing. It pulls the bottom of the rafter to the inside corner. Now, one of the options when we were creating the roof, right here, extend to wall core. If you're dealing with a wall type family, okay, you want to check that. And I will show you the difference that it makes here. Okay, we'll just go with a hip roof on it. Extend the core, 1 foot overhang, define slope. Okay, we'll leave it at truss and then we can change it and I'll show you. Okay, so it put the bottom of the top cord at the inside corner of the core of the wall. Because if it were a truss roof, that's how it would be built, because the truss is going to rest on the structural part of the wall. In this case, this area right here is the wall stud. This is our drywall. This is our sheathing. This is the airspace. This is brick right here. What kind of color do we get? Okay, so now you can see that a little bit better. So the bottom of the top cord is at the inside corner of the core. If we change that to a rafter roof, see it drops down. The bottom of the rafter is at the inside corner of the wall stud, which is the way that it would be built. But our overhang is based on that core, wherever the core is. So so that gave it a 1'6" from the inside. It's 1 foot from the outside core. Okay, so if your overhang is actually 1 foot outside of the brick, it depends on what type of wall you've got, what kind of overhang. You're going to have to play with your overhang size. Okay. Um, okay, I'm almost out of time on this video, so I'm going to stop this one and then we'll start another one and move forward.